Hey YouTube, Kier Twig here, bringing you guys my Frightfur Chimaera deck profile for August 2016. This is a take on my Fluffle deck that focuses on using Frightfur Chimaera just for some fun plays. Like I said, it's mostly a fun version of the Fluffle deck with the new Frightfur Kingdom. I came up with a little neat way that you can easily get out Frightfur Chimaera. So let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile. For your standard Fluffle lineup, I have 3 Fluffle dogs. It's good for your search power. You can add Edgem Sabers or a Fluffle monster from your deck to your hand when it's normal or special from the hand. So easy search power and reusable with cards like Fluffle Sheep. And I also run 2 Fluffle Mouse, just 2 mouse for this deck profile. Easier, so you don't get any dead draws. The combo plays are very fusion oriented, so you want to get fusions off fast, or just have your basics set up. And having too many mouse, mostly go for the tiger play, what this deck profile isn't really about. So 1 mouse and with 2 means you won't, end up with a dead draw hand as much. So it'd still get off the plays to search for more Fluffle monsters if need be. And I also run 2 Fluffle Bear. It helps to search for polymerization and Toy Vendor, depending on the play that you need. Toy Vendor still helps a lot with the draw power with Fluffle Wing, which I also run 3 of. 2 good. Your easy draw and search power using Toy Vendor's effect with this card is 2 good. It's a Fluffle monster, so it's very easy to get to the graveyard, whether you use Toy Vendor or for a fusion usage. And I also run 1 Fluffle Owl for additional fusion power, 1 Rabbit for search power, and I'm down to 1 Fluffle Sheep now, mostly for, this card is searchable, especially with dog, so there's really no need for more than 1 of this card. You can easily use its effect, fusion with it, and then really have no other need for it after that. Having too many of these, yeah, you can get the plays off, but after the 1 special summon, you can only use the effect of it once per turn. It's pretty redundant otherwise. And for the Edgem monsters, I run 2 Edgem Sabers, probably the most useful one in the whole deck. It's required for in mostly important fusions, including Tiger, also in Frightfur Bear. So 2 of this card, only 2 because it's searchable and able to be sent to the graveyard very easily. 3 Fluffle Chain. This one on its own is the best. I would say Edgem Sabers is most important for fusion monsters, but Chain is important just because its own effect is too good. It can search out Frightfur Fusion, which is definitely needed for the Chimaera play, and itself when it attacks, so more consistency by having monsters. And I also run 2 Tomahawk and 1 Saw. These can be replaced with King of the Swamps if you have them. I just don't have any King of the Swamps at the moment. But Tomahawk has its mill effect, and Saw is used for the Leo play. But like I said, if you had King of the Swamps, by all means replace it for these 3. And that's it for the monster lineup. We'll move on to the spells. I run 2 Frightfur Sanctuary. This card is needed for the Chimaera play. Activate this card by discarding 1 card and sending 2 Frightfur monsters from your extra deck to the graveyard. All fusion monsters you control are treated as Frightfur monsters. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Frightfur fusion monster in your graveyard, return it to the extra deck. So by making you send 2 Frightfur monsters from your extra deck to the graveyard, sets up part of Frightfur Chimaera's summon play, since you require 3 Frightfur monsters to make it, and then having all the other fusion monsters on the field be counted as Frightfur monsters also help in additional. I'll get to that in a little bit. And I only run 2 because I'm running 1 Terraforming just for the extra search. Having too many of these cards, it's not like it's a card where you can benefit having multiples. You just want to have it on the field and go off of that like that. And I also run 3 Frightfur Fusions. Like I said, this card's important for the play. Searchable with chains, so you know you always have it. And otherwise, it's basically the Miracle Fusion for Fluffles. Easy fusion summoning using monsters from your field and graveyard for the plays. And I also run 3 Toy Vendors. It's for your easy special summon plays. You draw, and if it's a Fluffle monster with the effect, you can special summon it, so you can get off all their effects, since they say they can either be normal or special summon from the hand. So you can make use of this card like that. And with the search effect, using Fluffle Wing, you can get other needed Fluffle monsters. And I also run 3 Dark Fusion, just the preferred one over Polymerization in this deck. You can reverse it however ways you want. I run 3 Dark Fusion and 1 Polymerization myself, just for the Polymerization search off of Owl is always nice. But this card protects your monsters, which I also like as well. But like I said, you can swap back and forth. If you want to run 2 and 2 or 3 Polymerization and tech 1 Dark Fusion, you can do that. It's all up to you. And I also run 3 Instant Fusion. This is part of the important Chimaera play, just because you'll go for the fusion monsters you need, whether it be Norden for that play, Panzer Dragon, just for, that effect use. But all fusion monsters you control treat as Frightfur monsters, so using this card will make any fusion monster you have be the Frightfur you need for the Chimaera play. So if you activate Kingdom, then this, you have the 2 in the graveyard and the 1 on the field, and then you can simply use your fusion play to go into the Chimaera monster, basically. Frightfur Chimaera. Easy play, which is the whole basis of the deck, just to get off fun plays making Frightfur Chimaera very easily. And to finish off, for traps, I run 3 fusion reserves. It's too good. Reuse Polymerization. Search out fusion materials listed on the fusion monsters that you have. And for the extra deck, I only have 1 Frightfur Chimaera at the moment, but being as he is the main basis of the deck, I would want to get more, maybe at least 2, because with the playtests I've done, it is really easy to get off 2 of these monsters in one game. And for the other Frightfur monsters, I run 1 Frightfur Bear, just for the targets for Bear to search off with Fusion Reserve, and another Send Mill Effect card for Chimaera. And I also run 2 Tigers, just for their pop effects, are really good with this deck. And I run 2 Sheeps, 3 Chain, meaning Sheep is very easy to use. 2 Wolf, he's your OTK power. And I also have 2 Sabertooths. Another easy play because you need a Frightfur monster to make this. So with Frightfur Kingdom, you send the materials needed. So an additional monster used with this one. And also 1 Leo, just for the King of the Swamps or the Saw, whatever you use for the deck. And for the backup fusions, I run 1 Norden for the 1 instant fusion target, 1 Carbonala Warrior for the other one, and 1 Panzer Dragon to finish off my 3 lineup for the instant fusion. And I run 1 Exceed monster just for the Norden and the other level 4 monster plays, just so I can always have an Exceed monster for backup. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this little fun deck profile. And Kira, twig out.